Well done, Vera.
Thank you.
All right, so I now have the great privilege to introduce to you our professor of computer science, Melanie Wu, who is also our vice president for academic affairs and dean of the college since July. She is an expert in data management and query optimization, and her love for teaching drew her to the liberal arts. She has hit the ground running in her new role. In fact, literally so, at about 7 o'clock this morning, I understand that you were in Professor Morgan's PE class at 7 a.m. So if you also were up that early, you're not the only one. But she has been doing extraordinary things, meeting with students, working with our colleagues and faculty and staff. And since her arrival in 2014, she has distinguished herself in many ways, but most significantly in the classroom. And in 2021, she received the WIG Award for Teaching, which is the highest honor faculty members can receive here at the college. Her leadership experience includes numerous Pomona faculty and academic committees, as well as consortium-wide task forces for computer science. And she chaired our computer science department from 2017 to 2020. She recently completed a fellowship with the American Council on Education, which is a leadership program. She's a member of the Global Pomona Project Steering Committee, which is a group tasked with shaping our role in the world for decades to come. She's a member of the American Association of Computing Machinery's Council on Women, and she's worked tirelessly for more than a decade to support, promote, and celebrate underrepresented minorities in computer science. She earned her bachelor's and master's degrees from Peking University and went on to receive her master's from Indiana University in Bloomington and her PhD from the University of Michigan. Go Blue. She is a champion for faculty and students, and she shares her love of learning with all she meets. She's also a woman of indomitable will and keen insight. And she's deeply kind, and she's got a killer sense of humor, which I am sure we will find delightful. It is my pleasure on behalf of the trustees and the faculty and staff of the college to introduce to you Melanie Wu.
Thank you, Gabby. Class of 2026, welcome. Welcome to Pomona. So you're home for the next 4 years, and you are Sachin family for the rest of your life. I also want to welcome back faculty, staff, and our return students after a summer of, hopefully, adventure and rest. So you, like many of us who come here before you, have journeyed to Claremont, whether from relative close by in California, or from across the nation, or perhaps you cross the oceans to come here from nations around the globe. You have taken short trips. You moved into your dorms, maybe with a stop at local Target or Walmart to pick up the items you could not bring with you. You have found little bridges and dining halls and your classrooms. You have met new people and make friends along the way. You have bonded with your peers on your OA trip. You have met your sponsor group, your advisor, and your professors. You have visited department fair, and you have registered for classes. Many of you have had your first class at Pomona early this week. Some of you are confident you know where you want to go and what you want to study. But many of you are still looking around, considering the many paths in front of you. For some, the jury's still out on the question, do I belong here? Please know that you do. Each of you are amazing in your own way, and in many cases, in ways that you have yet to appreciate. Life is a journey of iterative steps, a journey of choices, a journey of discovery. Life is a journey in which we discover the world around us, and in the process, discover ourselves. Many years ago, I arrived in the US with my 2 suitcases by my side. I'll also share with you that a pillow and a quilt took up majority of the space in one of them because I've yet to discover the existence of Walmart. I had no idea how to select courses to take or what office hours were. In fact, as a non-native English speaker, I did not quite understand what my professor said in lectures. My English was not yet functional at the time. Needless to say, the first semester was not easy. But I learned so much. I learned a lot in my courses, but that's not all. My English improved, and I was much smarter about course selection at the end of the first semester. I managed to set up my bank account and learned the now virtually obsolete skill of writing checks. I discovered that Walmart has pillows and quilts and many other things. I managed to take buses and got my learner's permit and eventually my driver's license. Yet there were many things I still needed to learn. I still had not quite figured out how to have a conversation with my professors during office hours. It took me another year to develop the courage to ask questions during lectures. In hindsight, these are all discoveries. At the time, the long list of courses to select from, bank clerks, DMV, even shopping at Walmart were challenges. Though to my classmates and new friends who had experienced these things in all their lives, these tasks were just straightforward. It did take me a long time, but one tiny step at a time got me there. So be patient with yourself, please. If at the end of the day you can identify some progress, please give yourself a pat on the back and celebrate the person you're becoming with each new experience. None of us, neither student nor faculty, arrive at Little Bridges today by following exactly the same path, physically and metaphorically. Our paths have informed us, shaped our worldview and opinions about everything, but they also leave us with blind spots. Here's where we may help each other. Indeed, we must help each other explore and discover. When I arrived in the US a quarter century ago, my knowledge about LGBTQ community was close to zero. It was a taboo topic where and when I grew up. I read about human sexuality, but that was far from adequate. When I was a junior faculty member at Indiana University Bloomington, my mentor and associate dean of the school was a gay man. He, at the time when same-sex marriage was not yet legally recognized, openly shared with me his experience and invited me to his home and met his partner. He may not realize the impact his openness had on me. I'm forever grateful for the doors he opened for me and the courage he gave me to learn more, to ask questions, and to seek answers. Even though I will never have the first-hand experience of the struggle and triumph of LGBTQ community, this experience also taught me to share my own experience, hoping that someone can learn something from what I shared, and in turn their newfound knowledge may inspire them to action that may beneficially impact people around them in the future. So this is the first lesson I learned and I want to share with you. Though our paths to this place may be different, we all come from somewhere. Be kind, patient, and open-minded to yourself as you explore. Be grateful to those who travel along with you and help you to learn about yourself. And be kind, patient, and open as you help others explore. Just like you are new to Pomona and college life, so am I starting something new to me. I assumed the role of a dean of college on July 1st under COVID quarantine, after testing positive only a few days before that, coughing my way through Zoom meetings. I certainly was not able to predict that when I threw my hat into the ring and applied for this position. On a more serious note, my career path has been nothing but linear. When I joined Pomona College 8 years ago, after a decade at the research institution, all what I wanted was to spend more time teaching and mentoring undergraduate students. I grew up in a country and was educated in a system where liberal arts was even not a concept. Everyone who graduated high school took a national college entrance exam, and we were then admitted into a certain major at a certain university based on our test scores. Then everyone with the same major in the same year took the same courses, mostly major courses. Though I continued with the major I started in college, and many may consider my career a successful one, deep in my heart, the question, what if, was always there. What if I had the chance to explore the humanities, social sciences, and the creative art when I was a first-year student? What would I be doing today? What would my career and my life be? I don't know, and I will never know. But what I do know is that learning is a lifelong pursuit, and we can always choose to deepen our knowledge. I've delightedly spent my entire adult life catching up on my liberal arts education. While carrying out my research and teaching in computer science, I took courses in history, in philosophy, in art, in psychology, in communication, and more. The more I learn, the more I want to explore, and the more I appreciate how much a well-rounded liberal arts education means not only to my career, but also to my potential to live a fulfilling and meaningful life. The lessons in history and art enriched my family vacation in Japan, Egypt, and Greece. The lessons in geology made the visits to national parks most enjoyable. The lesson in psychology helped me avoid burnout. And the lesson in philosophy helped me appreciate the meaning of life and guided me as I grieved for the passing of my father during the pandemic, with deep sadness that I was not able to be with him due to the lockdown. Now you have the opportunity to benefit from the breadth and depth of the liberal arts education and ask yourself big questions. Pomona is a place where you can, and indeed, you're encouraged to explore and discover knowledge in true liberal arts environment. You will not be disappointed if this is the reason you choose Pomona. This is something our students and our alumni show us again and again. Our students, upon graduation, have advanced to graduate programs of their dreams and step into a rewarding professional life regardless of the major on their transcript. For the rest of their professional career, what propels them to further success is the breadth of their education in Pomona. They are capable of writing and presenting their ideas and thinking broadly to identify new frontiers. It's their Pomona education that enables them to take risks and explore opportunities in their career and life with confidence and resilience. We don't have to look far into Pomona's history to find many such examples. Boy Scharf majored in philosophy at Pomona. He is currently a U.S. Senate representing the state of Hawaii. Aditya Sood, who majored in public policy at Pomona, is a producer of movies such as The Martians and Deadpool. Eileen Wilson Oyalaran, who majored in sociology at Pomona, later became the first female and first African-American president at Convocation College. In October 2020, Jennifer Doudna, class of '85, was awarded the Nobel Prize for Chemistry for her groundbreaking work in gene editing. To summarize, the second lesson I want to share with you is the discovery of self. Our journey here had made us who we are. Our path forward will be distinct as well. We will choose which corner to turn, which fork we take in the road, and which rock we pick up to examine. Our journey of life is a journey of self-discovery. Your liberal education can help you discover yourself and equip you with the knowledge and soft skills to navigate whatever path through life you choose to walk. Pomona College is also on its own journey of discovery. Today's Pomona is not what it was when it was founded in 1887. It's not what it was 100 years ago when its geology department was established. It's not what it was 50 years ago when we did not have neuroscience, molecular biology, or Middle Eastern studies majors. It's not what it was 20 years ago when computer science was part of mathematics department and LAMS, which stands for Late Antique Medieval Studies, major does not exist. Pomona has a long history of making bold, innovative, and pioneering choices. The first female professor, Phoebe Estella Spaulding, joined the Pomona College faculty in 1989, when Pomona was only 2 years old. The first Asian student joined Pomona in 1897, when Pomona was 10. The Claremont College Consortium, unique in the US, was founded in 1925. In 1936, the Asia Studies program, called Department of Oriental Affairs back then, was established, one of the first founded at an American liberal college. A combination of co-ed residence, language center, and international learning space. Oldenburg was the first of its kind when it was established in the mid-60s. In the first decade of the 21st century, Pomona's sustainability efforts resulted in multiple buildings certified gold and platinum in energy conservation. In 2020, when the pandemic struck, teaching and learning moved online in a matter of 2 weeks. But it did not prevent our students from learning, graduating, and enter the graduate program and the professional world, or our faculty from advancing their scholarly work, or our staff from developing their skills and keeping things running in service to our educational mission. On its journey, Pomona continued to explore and discover new frontiers in higher education, not only in the education we provide, but also in the social value we represent. Pomona is one of a small number of institutions that practice need-blind admission. We're proud of diversity of our student body, faculty, and staff. Our curriculum is diversified in its content and pedagogical design. Our faculty voted to hold ourselves accountable for fostering an inclusive environment inside and outside of the classroom. Our path has not been perfect, but Pomona keeps evolving because we want to provide the best education possible to our students. You, our students today, our alumni tomorrow, in a few years, or maybe our faculty, staff, and trustees in a few more years, are the real force behind Pomona's journey. Our cultural heritage, the path we have walked thus far, and the people who have been with us by our side along the way have shaped who we are today. The choices we make today, the things we learn today, and the people we choose to surround us today will shape who we'll be tomorrow. Welcome to Pomona. Today, August 30th, 2022, is a pivotal point in your journey of inquiry and growth. Welcome to the Sachem family. We, faculty, staff of Pomona College, your academic sibling who started their journey here a few years ago, And Pomona alumni who started their journey here decades ago are part of your new community, as are the 400 plus students who sit around you in this room. To go fast, go alone. To go far, go together. Together, we'll lift each other up. We'll encourage each other to explore. And we'll hold one another in trust and support as we discover new things around the world, about one another and about ourselves. I cannot wait to see you grow and flourish academically, professionally, and personally at Pomona. And I cannot wait to see what you will accomplish in the future. I look forward to working and learning together as we take Pomona into its future, and to seeing how Pomona in turn shape each of our futures. The journey begins today. Thank you.